This won't knock out the Iron Hands, but that's okay because we have Astral Barrage for that. But Astral Barrage doesn't affect the Farigiraf, so that's why I kind of want. Oh, this is such a good turn. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode with this team. In case you missed it, there was 2 previous episodes with this team that were just really fun. I definitely recommend you check those out after this or before, whatever. But click through, rate, be darned. In case you haven't seen it, this whole team revolves around really 3 Pokemon. It's those first 3. The Regieleki, the Choice Band Physical Regieleki with Explosion and Extreme Speed. It's really good. Surprisingly good. A Focus Sash Calyrex, which is Shadow Rider, which is like, oh yeah, whatever. But it has Bulldoze for speed control, and a Weakness Policy Solgaleo. And the reason I have Bulldoze on the Calyrex Shadow Rider is that we have a Speedy Solgaleo with Full Metal Body as the ability, which is basically Clear Body, so its stats can't be lowered. It's like if Clear Amulet was an ability. So you can Bulldoze the whole field. Everything gets -1 speed, except the Full Metal Body prevents Solgaleo's speed from being lowered, so now you're faster. And you activate the Weakness Policy, and you hit things really hard with Sunsteel Strike. And like Sunsteel Strike, even if a Terra Fairy Lunala goes for Wide Guard, and you get your +2 Weakness Policy, even if they don't lose even if they're at full health, Sunsteel Strike ignores the Shadow Shield and will knock them out. So there's all kinds of stuff. And then the last 3 Pokemon are just support Pokemon depending on what the situation requires. So it's a lot of fun. It's a really cool team. One of the cool things about the team is like, yes, you can bulldoze your own Solgaleo with Calyrex and get Weakness Policy off, but sometimes you don't need to do that. Sometimes Calyrex is just a really good Pokemon. We just played against this team in the last episode. I think this is the team that either won or came in 2nd place or like top 4. The Milwaukee Regional Championship, or maybe it was the regional championship before that. Austin, it was like Austin or Texas or something. Dallas. I don't remember. But yeah, the Ho-Oh's been a thing recently. I think the thing that really worked out well here is this is what we brought, and it just absolutely went to town on their team. So yeah, the Iron Treads honestly was probably the biggest threat, but we knocked it out before Solgaleo ever came out, and that's kind of the goal. The goal is do as much damage as you can. And what we learned in this last episode battling this team is that even if we lose Indeedee and like we lose the terrain war, if we still have Regieleki, we can just extreme speed to pick things off. Like the game came down at the end to a like 25% health Miraidon and a 25% health Ho-Oh in Tailwind. We had the speed disadvantage, but Regieleki just came out and extreme sped everything and won. It was awesome. So maybe that happens again, maybe not. Honestly, the Farigiraf probably poses more of a threat to me than what that other person brought. So I was honestly worried about that in the last episode. So if they bring Farigiraf, that's kind of tricky. The thing is, if they lead Iron Hands for Fake Out, I can just switch in Indeedee and Expanding Force, and that's pretty good. If they don't have Fake Out Pressure, I can just Explode and Astral Barrage or whatever and just go to town. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. All right, let's see what we got. Nice hat. Ho-Oh and Farigiraf. All right, that's fine with me. So the question is, are you going for Tailwind or Trick Room? If they go for a Helping Hand, I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure it's Terra Grass Ho-Oh, if this is the same team. So the question becomes, I think you know what? This is vibes. We're just gonna go boom. Things that make you go boom, right? It's vibes. Withdraw Ho-Oh into who? Into what? Into Iron Hands. All right, I'm fine with that. Like if they're just going for Trick Room, like I'm fine with that. I get the free switch in to let's say Indeedee, and it's not so there's no Electric Seed on the Farigiraf, so it might even get knocked out to this explosion. I don't know actually. I mean, they're pretty bulky physically, but we'll see. We shall see. This won't knock out the Iron Hands, but that's okay because we have Astral Barrage for that. But Astral Barrage doesn't affect the Farigiraf, so that's why I kind of want. Oh, this is such a good turn. And we get the +1 Grimnay boost too, because we're gonna Astral Barrage here and knock this out. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, if they had Miraidon, if they had electric terrain, then that wouldn't have knocked out. The electric suit would have activated on the Farigiraf, and they would have just survived it. But now they just get completely swept. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. All right, well, I'm gonna. I Here's the thing. Do I bring in the Indeedee or do I bring in the Solgaleo? Is the question. Because they have Hoa, and you don't not bring Miraidon, right? I think, yeah. And if they go for Tailwind, I don't care really. I don't really care. So let's go for it. I mean, I guess I could have just brought in Indeedee and gone for the Helping Hand Psychic turret. What's it called? Expanding Force. But that's fine. This is funnier. This is funnier. Like, if they go for Tailwind, I don't really care. Right? I mean, I can just go for the Expanding Force, honestly. It's fine. Does that knock out the... Does this knock out the Miraidon? They go for Talon. I don't care. I'm doing it. We're doing it for the memes. We're doing it for the memes. Okay, a little bit of chippies to Miraidon. Okay, and now, does this do enough damage to Miraidon? +2. We'll see. We'll find out. Speed falls. Oh, it doesn't. Oh no. Oh no. If they're going for Tailwind, then we're still fine. It doesn't matter. We have the Focus Sash, so it's okay. If they go for Tailwind, then it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. So the question becomes, all right, so I think here we protect and we'll go for a Psychic Fangs into Miraidon. Just knock it out. If they knock out the what's it called, the Solgaleo, then that's fine. I want to get a free switch into Indeedee. That's the idea. So I think technically I kind of bungled that a little bit, but that's okay. We survive. We get burned. That's okay. That's fine. It actually kind of helps. Electro Drift into Calyrex. Yeah. So remember the very specific training I mentioned? It's meant to survive certain things. So actually, if the burn could knock us out here, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Does it? We only have 15 health? Oh, no, we didn't. That's okay. That's okay. I think here we have +1 boost, right? So I don't necessarily want to lose that, but also I don't want to have my Calyrex knocked out. Well, I can just Expanding Force everything. There's someone at my door? Somebody invading my home? Oh no. Don't invade my home. Am I being attacked? I think I might be being attacked. Rocky Helmet, that's fine. Am I being invaded? No, it's fine. No one's here. Okay, cool. Alright, what happened? I completely missed it. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Is it I go down to burn, right? I got a little bit of chip damage because they went after the Indeedee, right? Okay, so how many turns of Tailwind are left? Is it 2? I think I have Follow Me, so that's all that matters, right? Looks like I actually did a decent bit of damage from the looks of it. Yeah. How many turns of Tailwind are left? 1. Okay, well. Just Follow Me and Expanding Force, and that's the game. Unless they have Air Cutter? I don't know. That'd be crazy, but I don't think that's a thing. There's the Sacred Fire. Okay, cool. Yep, and then DD goes down, and then we just win. So we could have won like 2 turns earlier, but you gotta go for the memes. You gotta go for it. You gotta do it. Look at that. All right. Oh man, that was pretty sick. That turn one explosion was really funny. But just goes to show how kind of tough and um meticulous this format is, because with double restricted, with 2 restricted Pokemon, like Miraidon and Ho almost brought that back, from a 2-3 disadvantage. Like, if you don't position well in this format, you can just get completely swept. Like, when you have multiple restricted Pokemon, like, you can get completely wrecked. And I don't even necessarily think Solgaleo is that great of a restricted. I just really like the fact that you can bait out the Terra Fairy in front of Lunala and smack them with the Sunsteel Strike just to knock them out. It's really funny. Because Sunsteel Strike is a good move and it ignores abilities. So it's like Mold Breaker in a move. And you can't intimidate the Solgaleo, and if I Terra Fire, you can't burn it. So, and Terra Fire also still lets you Bulldoze to activate weakness policies. So that's kind of the idea. It's a fun idea. Is this team gonna win a regional tournament? Absolutely not. Might win a best of one local. Okay, so here's a tricky one. Um, so here's one of those instances where we're at a distinct disadvantage because of Prankster Tailwind. But if we can stall out the Tailwind, then we're Gucci. I have to bring in Didi because there is Sucker Punch, Chien-Pao, possibly Sucker Punch on what could be a single strike Urshifu, the dark type, and also Grassy Terrain, so like Grassy Glide. So I don't even like bringing Didi, but I kind of have to. All right, let's just get into it. We'll just do the thing. One of the good things about Regieleki is, like, the Electro Web, even though we are jolly and our special attack is technically being reduced, Electro Web with Transistor still does decent chip damage, and it's good speed control. So like breaking focus sashes, like if they lead their opposing Calyrex Shadow Rider and they don't bring the Tailwind option, or like if we're not pressured, you can like win that mirror match and avoid speed ties by going for Electro Web and Astral Barrage. So that's kind of like another fun little option you have. I genuinely think that Regieleki is actually like pretty good. I don't even know necessarily, like, it might be overkill to throw it on like a Miraidon team with electric terrain, but like it's pretty good. I think so. Oh, that is adorable. Oh my goodness. Good on you. That's very cool. All right. I'm loving the outfit too. Okay, so we got 2 things I didn't want to see. 2 things I didn't want to see. But that's the water Urshifu. That's the water Urshifu. So here's the thing. That's the right. That's the water one. Yeah. Okay. What else is on their team? I don't necessarily even think I want to. Like, if it's Choice Scarf, that's not great. I almost want to. Yeah, I think this is probably better. Just get rid of that. That's too much pressure on the field. If it's Choice Scarf, we just knock it out. If the Chien-Pao tries to Sucker Punch the Regieleki to prevent this from happening, then so we're already kind of out of position. I can't really do the fun gimmicky stuff I want to do, but I also would like to win the battle, so there's that. Also, max speed, Jolly Regieleki does outspeed Choice Scarf Urshifu, so there's that. Throat Chop. Okay. Alright, so we break a potential Focus Sash with the Rocky Helmet. Now, a Urshifu coming in would be bad. That'd be very bad. Do I bring in Calyrex or the Solgaleo? I don't know. Oh, that's Samazenta. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I think here I just go for an Astral Barrage and a Supercell Slam. Now this is bad if if they have if they have a Rillaboom, they can switch in and Sucker Punch, and that's bad. But do you really not bring your own Calyrex Shadow Rider? Like, that would be crazy. Is this crazy? Is this crazy? Like, Wide Guard's so obvious, right? But if you Wide Guard, I kind of don't care. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm trying to win the battle this turn. I'm trying to win the battle this turn. If you go for Wide Guard, I still have Supercell Slam. I'm still faster. It should still knock out. If you protect, then okay, fine. Okay. But you're still taking this Astral Barrage. Oh, it's just a double protect. Okay. Alright. That's smart. Trying to stall out Tailwind turns, I guess? Is there any reason for me to not go for... Oh, that's what they were doing. Okay, I see. They're trying to prevent that from happening. I see. Okay. I have all the pressure in the world, so I'm still going for it. I don't think you have Rillaboom. I think you have Calyrex Shadow Rider. I think I go for the same play, right? I think I'm going for the same play. If you switch in the Calyrex and you Wide Guard, okay, I'm getting damage. That doesn't work. So please hit. We hit, thankfully. So they didn't Wide Guard. This is going to be big damage. This is going to be big damage. Single target, Terra Ghost. This is going to be big damage. Big damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Body press. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. If they have their own Calyrex, this is kind of bad, actually. I just realized. I think we lose if they have their own Calyrex. Ooh, that's Calyrex. Okay. All right. So if they're Focus Sash... If they're Focus Sash Calyrex, we can survive, but we still kind of lose. Would you be Dark? Would you be Dark Calyrex? I don't know. The question is, if they wide, I can't do it. If they Wide Guard, I can't lower their speed with Bulldoze. I can survive a Focus Sash. I think I just lose here, honestly. Oh, is that... If it's normal, this is bad. If it's dark, it's kind of okay. It's normal. Alright, well, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh, okay. That sucks. And we lose the speed tie, so this might not matter at all. Okay, Solgaleo gets the weakness policy, so we can still win this. Possibly. Possibly. If they're not Focus Sash, which I think they are based off that damage. I think they are. Because I specifically trained this Solgaleo to survive Focus Sash but not Life Orb. So I think this is Focus Sash. It's not. Okay, we win. That's weird. How is that thing trained? How... Alright, I'm not going to complain. Hey, cool, we win. That's awesome. That's awesome. I was surprised. That was crazy. We somehow managed to pull that out. That was nuts. And you can't Wide Guard because it's single target, so... I'm surprised we didn't see a single Wide Guard. I mean, I was kind of playing as if they would Wide Guard, and basically, like, if they are Wide Guarding, then the Zamazenta's not attacking, and, like, I'm okay with that. I'm just surprised we didn't see one at the end there. So, alright, Yuki. Alright, Yuki. That was nuts. Oh, Solgaleo, you're so cool. maybe it was Covert Cloak. Maybe it was Covert Cloak, Calyrex. That would make sense. So that you can't like parting shot it or sorry, snarl it, because parting shot still works, right? Parting shot blocks Clear Amulet, not Covert Cloak. Yeah. All right. Well, that would make sense. All right. Cool. Let's get one more. We can get one more, right? Oh, do we rank up if we get one more? All right. I would love to finish with this team at 10 wins, 5 losses. Even though that's cumulative. That's not from just this team. This team's actually been winning like crazy. I think this team is 7-1. I think this team's doing pretty good. Or maybe it's 7-2. Something like that. We're doing really well with it. I'm having fun. Let's just get one more. We'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be a quick one either way, because this team either wins quick or loses quick. That's just kind of how it goes when you do like a hyper offensive team like this. But man, this has been fun. Yeah, and it's a good thing I took the extra time to do some theory modding and a fun team, fun name. I mean, it's a good thing I did. Yeah, I did some extra theory modding and damage calculations to like I said, it's a very specific EV spread training on the Solgaleo specifically for the Calyrex mirror matchup. So I'm glad that worked out. I don't think Indeedee's that great here. I think Incineroar is much better. And there we go. Okay, well, let's do it. Honestly, I'd be happy with anything but Tornadus. If it's Tornadus, then we're sad. If it's not, then we're glad. And depending on how they're trained, maybe the last time I went for a Terra Normal Extreme Speed with Regieleki into a Tornadus to try and prevent Tailwind, it didn't go well. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, so that's totally fine. That's totally fine with me. What? Okay, sure. Whatever. I'm fine with that. Do I go for the Terra? I'm gonna prevent. I gotta prevent. Trick Room. So yeah, let's do this. It's fine. I don't even care. If they're switching Calyrex, I don't care. As long as I don't allow them to get. And there's no switches, right? No switches. Okay. So as long as I don't allow them to set up Trick Room, this is fine. If they protect Torkoal, I don't care. If they don't protect Torkoal, even better. This is just, yeah, we're just gonna try and. The only way this is bad is if they then have like Calyrex and Tornadus. That's kind of bad, but there's a protect. All right. Okay, so we're preventing Trick Room here for sure. This might just knock it out. Honestly, this is pretty strong. We'll see. These animations take forever. Okay, it does knock it out. All right, so yeah, the only thing that's really bad is if like there's a Tornadus coming in. That would be bad. But not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Like Incineroar's not even really that good of a switch in, because there's all kinds of like Incineroar would be good to switch in for depending on what they bring out for one of these two Pokemon. But like if they bring in Tornadus, I don't really care. That's Calyrex. Okay. Are we gonna bet everything on a speed tie? I think we are. I think we're gonna bet everything on a speed tie. So Astral Barrage is great. If they're Terra Normal, it's not great. I mean, I kind of think. All right, so if I lose the speed tie, that's bad. If I get rid of Calyrex, that's good. If they protect Calyrex, my instincts are telling me to go for Torkoal, right? I don't know why. Because if they protect Calyrex, then yeah, because if they protect Calyrex, then this still does something. It's like, and even if not, like, and I lower their speed, the next turn I just knock them out. So I think this is, yes! God, I'm so good at this game. I actually don't know if this, actually I forgot. Torkoal's like really strong, has a really good like physical defense. So I don't know if this knocks it out, but if it's going for an eruption, then this is hilarious. But this is Psychic Terrain boosted +2 Psychic Fangs. So it's pretty strong. Hopefully this knocks it out. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so then yeah, I think we're Gucci. And now next turn, depending if they bring out Zamazenta. Okay. Alright. Okay. So here's the thing. Wide guard. How do I prevent wide guard? Do I protect here? Because a Astral Barrage would just knock me out, right? I think I have to play defensively here. They might wide guard, they might not. If they do, then this is good. If not, then I could have just won. But yeah, them still having Zamazenta is tricky. I'm not giving up any Grim Nay boost, so that's fine. It's just, this is a delicate situation. I took, it depends on what their item is too. There's the Y Guard, okay. So if they're going for an Expanding Force, great. They're probably just going for an Astral Barrage. Okay, so that won't do too much to Incineroar. Here we go. Alright, so I think here the play is to double into Zamazenta. Now, if my Solgaleo outspeeds a lot of Zamazenta. So I think here, I think this is the way we win. This is close. We might lose this one, but I think this is the way we win. They might want to protect the Calyrex from a knockoff. So I think this is what I have to do. Because they might want to body press. No, they just Astral Barrage. Okay. Alright. That's frustrating, because we could have just won. There's the Psychic Fangs. Does half. There's the body press. Okay. That's frustrating. We could have just knocked out the Calyrex and won the game. Oh, boy. Okay, so here's the thing. They got a wide guard, right? They're going to wide guard, right? I actually think... Is there a world where we can still win this? Yes, actually. Oh, I have it. Okay, I've got it. I think I've got it. I know how we win. We have to stall at Psychic Terrain. We have to stall at Psychic Terrain. Because then wide guard won't apply for... Because I only have spread moves right now on... Yeah, I only have spread moves right now on Calyrex. So we have to... There's the Astral Barrage. Okay. We have to knock out this Zamazenta. We have to... So we might be losing... We might be losing to Speed Ties, but that's fine. God, this is a close one. Alright, here we go. So I need Psychic... I need Expanding Force to knock this thing out. If the Calyrex protects, that's awesome. There's no need to, honestly. Yeah, they're not protecting, that's fine. I think we just lose here, honestly. Yeah. Okay, well, hey, it was a close one. That's it for today, though, everyone. We are losing in glorious fashion. But yeah, I hope to see you back next time. Solgaleo was fun, but that was just a tough matchup. Wide guards everywhere, and I've been able to play around it, but yeah, it's tough. I will throw up an Astral Barrage, but I'm just going to probably sign off right now. Because there's no way they don't wide guard and we lose here. Or we just lose a Speed Tie. We actually could have won there. But anyways, have yourselves a wonderful day. I hope you had fun, and until next time when I come back with a different team, it's been real, y'all. So have a good one, and until then...